Okay, shall we start? Actually, I didn't plan any lecture for today. Uh, we have uh, already completed theory, and I wanted to let's check what we have left with. I will go back to our very first lecture that we were talking on. We were talking on a course module, what we are supposed to learn. Uh, so I think these skills you have already went through interpretations and definitions, genre. We talk about uh, films, music, um, types of art, but I will do one more session of uh, modern applications of art in designing and other areas where art is applied. Uh, I will do a small lecture on that. Uh, and history and contextual studies, we've done a lot on that. And art appreciation. I think last few weeks when studying Sri Lankan art history, you got that ability to appreciate art, the historical stuff and all, and use your design theory, knowledge on design theory to appreciate art. So we have learned some composition rules and techniques and design elements. So when from now on, when you look at a picture, uh, a drawing or a photograph, movie, or any other thing, just keep on trying to analyze them with the knowledge we got through this and the design process. So that's what we are doing right now. Uh, we'll discuss on the progress we had on that. Uh, so introduction, art history and art movements, fundamentals, color theory, basic skills in design. Actually, with this project, we were able to achieve that. Only the drawing part we missed. We'll see what we can do with that in a workshop or something online. I'll check on that. And applications, yes, we did. And I will do one more session on applications, one more small lecture, and criticism and appreciation and design development process that we are doing right now. So in these areas, uh, is there anything you think that you should do some more exercises and you want to do a little more? Any of these areas that you think that anything that you want some more? Any ideas? You have sent me the mood boards uh, with your work. Actually, they were really good. Uh, as since you are not design students, uh, you have done a very good job on. Everyone has work on that, so I'm happy about that. Uh, okay, you can see now, right? Yes. Anybody please comment on this? Do you have to say? Okay, sorry, Deshani, right? Deshani, can you explain us a little bit about your idea?
Our group topic is food, homemade food.
Yes.
But I am using for this mood board and the topic nostalgic.
Ah, okay. Okay. Anyone? Are you all joined from the? No, wait, one is sending. Okay. Uh, yes. Do you have any comments on this? I'm asking the class. What do you think about that?
It's good, madam.
Perfect.
It's good. The combination of pictures, but the colors she have used for the text and for the color palettes.
Does not match.
Yes, madam.
Okay. Okay, Deshani, you got one comment that color palette and the colors in the text doesn't match with each other. Yes. What do you think about that? Okay, I will ask a question like this. Diniti, if you get any chance to do any changes in this one, what would you do? What would you remove from this? How would you change it?
I would reduce the white background and the whitish look.
Yes. So one thing is you think that this white background is too much. Is that so? Or will you fill it with a color? Or just enlarge the picture?
Yes, madam.
Didn't get you, Diniti. You will enlarge the picture. Is that so?
Yes, madam, and the frames in the pictures also, I think color need to be changed.
Color need to be changed. Color need to be changed means are you going to put a different color into that?
Yes, something not white but something bright.
Okay. Okay. Deshani, do you have any comment on that comment? Why did you use the color white frames? You may have a reason for that. Diniti suggests to fill it with some more bright colors. What the others think about? Sorry, something went wrong with my internet connection. What was I talking? Yes. So Dilshani said that this mood board is good. So why is the reason for that statement, for that comment? What is the reason? Why do you say that it's good?
Because the combination of pictures are good, rather than that corner picture with the mood board.
This one?
Madam, your screen is not.
Sorry.
Refresh.
Sorry, I forgot. This one.
No, madam. The above one.
This
No.
one.
Yes, madam.
This one.
Yeah, because that essence bottles and I don't know that's a wine bottle or not. They are not for our culture, no.
Yes.
So rather than that, all the other pictures are beautiful and they are matching.
Okay. Okay. Any other comments on the pictures she has selected? Dilshani, can you share? I will stop sharing. Then we can do the changes itself and see how it will work. Okay, Deshani has done with that using word the compositions. Okay, let's finish our work first. The mic isn't working.
Madam, can I stop sharing?
Yes, please. Okay, the comments I have for this one is these comments are for all. First thing I see is you have done 2 color palettes. We can see 2 color palettes and kind of 3 here. So I think these 2 colors were in the images itself. So if you are, did you add them manually later? Did you add those colors, Deshani? Oh, okay, add them manually for these both color palettes. Oh, this one also. All 3 or first 2. Okay, so is this your Deshani? Can you reply to everyone? You are directly messaging to me. Okay. So she has added this colors. So which one is your color palette then? 1, 2, or 3? My God, this won't be hard. So which is your color palette, Deshani? The below one or third one, madam? Yes, third one. Okay. So with your mood board, the most visible colors that we think that you have added is this one. What I see that we get more focused on this color palette because it is highlighted with this border. So if we are selecting this color palette, you have to highlight that and never use different color palettes in one mood board. Just use one color palette to indicate the colors. So this looks much better. This style actually looks much better because it doesn't have any borders and colors are clearly visible. And the colors are in the same size circles, so it looks much better. And if we are talking about the colors, this selection is okay, but it has kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like with too many colors. If we are using several colors, better to get quite with similar shades and tones in one palette. So this one is okay as a palette, right? These colors, I get your mood actually kind of bit spicy mood. It's good for good when we think of the food. So it's okay, but since we are using two different colors from far away, better to get more dominant two colors and then few accents bit closer to each other. So reduce these tones. I think this bright this light green doesn't go with the palette much. So other thing is, when you're using a color palette, when you're introducing a color palette with a mood board, select colors from the picture itself. Okay, so this green we can't see much in this mood board. It's there a little. Better if you can select from the pictures you are using itself. Other thing is this font you have used does not match with the color palette. That comment was right. And yes, and can you remember that we learned in composition that we have to use complementing images, that using one style of images in one work. So that is the reason that these two, this one, this image and this one looks bit foreign to us. These look more Sri Lankan. Okay. And other thing is, you have used several style to crop the images. This has round corners and the borders. The others has borders. The other one is these clip parts. This one and this one doesn't go with other images you have used. If you are using clip parts, you can play with that a little. With that making the whole thing kind of a clip art. I saw someone's mood board like that. We will discuss on that with that example. Then you will get it. So select one style, whether you are using clip art and this kind of bit comic style, or just the perfect photography style. And the other thing is, don't overlap these images like cutting these type of parts in that. Better, it looks more clean when you align them. If you are overlapping, you can use a different style like merging likewise. Since you are not using Photoshop yet, I think you have done some lectures in that, right? You are learning Photoshop, right? Everyone? Are you listening? Hello?
No, madam. For here, the diploma students, they have done Photoshop. But for the A-level students, there are no any Photoshop sessions.
So in 2D and 3D graphics module, are you not learning any?
Still not, madam.
Okay. How many sessions you have?
I think 3 or 4.
Okay, okay. In graphic, I think you are going to learn on those graphic design softwares. Photoshop, Illustrator or something. I heard it from the weekend batch that you are learning in 3D and 2D graphics. Okay, okay. Anyway, if you couldn't learn it from the university, you have to practice. That's not rocket science. Just it's enough for you to have the basic knowledge in that to just to at least to crop and merge few images. That's enough for you to handle this stuff. So learn it. Since you are using simple composing software, it's okay to do it in Word. You can do a good mood board in Word as well. So that's fine. But when we have the limitations, kind of you can't do whatever you think in Word with the images. It's not the best tool to play with the visuals. So, but if it is that you have, that's fine. Find a proper method, style to work with that, with the resources available. So we can have a very simple mood board, just aligning images with one another. So as the starting point, it's good, Deshani. This idea you have got, and the color palette is interesting. Thing you have to do is matching the color palette with these images, and the idea is fine. And don't use these type of borders in your mood boards because in visual representations it feels bit framed, that we are kind of in a box. So if you are using frame, if you want to use a frame, then use make it with the images itself. With the negative space, you get a frame. Unless that, don't use small lines like this to frame your work. Okay, good effort, and you can develop this more. Yes, this is what I told you about the clip part. I'm wondering, I will go, I will come back to you later, Dilshani, because this is from the same group you discussed this one. Deepika, can you communicate us with the chat? Deepika, are you there?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Since your connection is slow, please.
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Can you drop message to the what chat? Okay. Shall we comment on this? So for all these four, which one you did first? I can't believe these are from one person. It has too much difference. Isn't that so? What would others say?
මැඩම් එහෙමයි මේ කියන්නේ අර මේ හෝම්මේඩ් ෆුඩ් එකට තමයි හැදුවේ. ඊට පස්සේ මට හිතුණා අර ඉස්සෙල්ලාම අර තියෙන්නේ ග්‍රීන් ෆුඩ් කියලා. මේ ග්‍රීන් ඒන් ලයිෆ් කියලා මට ආසා හිතුණා මේ ඒ කියන්නේ කොළ පාටට ඒ කියන්නේ තියෙන අර බීම ಜಾති වගේ හදන එක යූස් කරන්න. ඒක නිසායි ඒක හැදුවේ. ඒ කියන්නේ අර ටික ඔව්
මේකනේ. ඔව්. අනිත් ටික හෝම්මේඩ් ෆුඩ් වලට කලින් හැදුවේ.
ඔව්.
ඕකේ. මේ ටිකෙන් ඔයා කැමතිද මොකද්ද?
ඒකෙන් කැමතිම ඕකම.
Number 3. Okay. Okay. Yes, this looks really good. So let's ask the comments from the others. What do you think about all those four in one place?
They are really beautiful, madam. They are perfect.
Okay, then we don't have any comments, right? If it's perfect. Nothing, no any comments? How do you think? Any comments or not even for this one? This one I can't believe, Deepika, that the same person did this, because this is kind of මේක දොයා අන්තිමට කරේ කියන්නේ මේක හරිම මේ කලබලයි.
ඔව් මැඩම්. ඒක අර මේ කලර් පැලට් එකේ පොඩ්ඩක් මේ ගැටලුවක් තියෙනවා මේ දාලා තියෙන පික්චර්ස් එක්ක.
Yes, the pictures are, I really like this idea. Okay, I need comments from the others. If you talk, then I can finish this off soon. Otherwise, it will take the whole day to go through one by one.
I think it's not blend with the picture and color.
Yes, the background and the pictures, right?
Yes, madam.
Okay, good. And the previous comments also apply here as well, Deepika. You have selected different styles of images, and the background is really disturbing, right? If you want to select or say something with this mood board, you should speak with the images itself. Okay, the brightness you are trying to get through this are really in there in these pictures. The green life, the idea is very nice. Green is the life. I really like the idea. And this green feeling is there in the pictures itself. The images you have selected is really good. So you can play with the images itself to communicate this idea. But which you have done in these. Those are really good. Right? So this idea is nice. Try playing more with this these images itself. Okay, you can highlight this one and this one. Actually, this sunny, bright feeling is there. Green feeling is there, and the brightness itself. Check this image. It is really bright and very, and with these images, you get that sour drink feeling. That fresh juices. That feeling is there itself. So it's nice. And the color palette. So all of you, the color palette should be taken from the images itself. So you can give some more bright yellow. Can you see this color is even not visible with your background? And the shapes you're using to fill up the colors. What do you think about this shape? What else? It should go with the these images itself. So they have all these round slices like lime and cucumber and all these round slices. So you can use a sketch of a lime slice and fill it with colors. Likewise, you can play with that. Or if you are not using the shape that is goes with the mood itself, then you can just fill the colors like you have done in this. A very nice color palette here. You can clearly see the colors. I mean, not the color palette, actually this here, you can add some more colors here, but the way you represent the colors from the dark tone to the light, it's really nice. That's why I told you that I can't believe that same person did this work. Okay. Anything to improve this one? Anything interesting on this one? Okay. I wanted to, we'll do this. You should get in pairs and you can redo your friend's mood board. I wanted to do this, but since we were not ready with all the mood boards, I thought to have a discussion with the class, and next time we'll do this, right? After this discussion, you have to redo your friend's mood board. That is very interesting because it has already an idea there. So you have to respond the other person's idea with your craft, with the techniques, and keep the idea itself and do small retouching on that. Let's do it. Since you are not speaking, we should do. So any comment on this? Okay, Deepika, why did you use this? Any reason to use this these illustrations and this scrapped paper image? Why did you use that? What do you think of using this scrap and illustrations kind of things in this mood board? What do you all think? Any comment on that? Is it interesting or is it not relevant? So, any comments on that?
It's interesting.
Yes. Why do you think it's interesting? Any reason? What kind of feeling you get from that?
It's creative.
Okay. Rather than being creative, yes, you can say it's creative, but since this is a mood board, the first thing you have to concern is whether this speaks for my mood, the idea I want to present. That's what you have to think of. Okay. So with this scrap images, scrap mood, what is the idea you get? What kind of mood you get? Don't you get some kind of handwork mood with that? So even the designer has not thought of that, I think. But it speaks for your work. Maybe sometimes you don't feel it. I mean, sometimes you don't think of the reasons, but you just feel it. That's fine. You can work with the sense, but it's even without very artistic sense that you can achieve a good work with following up these methods, right? When you're using something scrap image or hand drawn kind of an image, you feel it's handmade. So for the idea of homemade cooking, using this scrap look is fine, and even this food image, Deepika may not have think too much about this, but it's kebab, right? That you in this stick that you do it by hand, so it's relevant. I think it's nice, but the thing is, you can't say that really well goes well with this clay and culinary culture depicted in the pictures, but it's fine, not that uh, disturbing, but it's okay, but it doesn't perfectly go with the this culinary culture, the food culture, but fine. My concern is with this image. I think this image is too much. Uh, Only with these three that you can tell your idea. So this doesn't take my attention much. What do you think? මේක බලපු ගමන් ඔයගලන්ට මේ ඉමේජ් එක පේනවද? ඒක ඩීටේල් කියවෙනවද? බැලුවේ නැත්නම් හරියටම. So it's so hard to have a discussion with you guys, right?
ඒකට පේනවා මදි වගේ තමයි වැඩ.
Yes. So that focal points, the focus is going to, and you have this angle suggest with these two sticks. මේකේ අර අපිට ඇහැ යන්නේ මේ විදිහ angle එකකටනේ. So this angle, these three images are readable, and this is totally different. So try removing this and see what would happen. And the and it's okay that you have placed this in different orientations, because it's like a scrap that you board it on a pin, board that pin on a board. So that's okay. And any improvements are the outlines. You can have same kind of outlines in these two images, and this reduce this line a bit because it's too highlighting this frame. This frame is fine. Okay. And the font you have used is also looks good, since it's that handwritten type of idea goes with this scrap pen illustration and all. What do you think about the colors? Any ideas on how to improve this color palette? Any colors to add? Is these three colors are enough? Any colors to add? What is the color you think that if you get a chance to add one more color to this color palette, what is the color you will add?
Green color.
Yes, Dilshani would add green. Anybody else who want to add any color? Yellow and green, yes. Yes. Yes, now can you feel that that colors are coming from the this story itself? Yes, I would prefer a kind of bright yellow like this, and a dull green like this. So it's taken from the images itself. Yes, nice. This type of yellow only you can get it only if you like to get only 4 colors. But I think you can't drop yellow in that in this whole mood, because it's everywhere, here, even there and here. That yellow feeling comes with the image itself, so you need to add it. Okay, good. You can improve this a lot. Yes, Deepika, this is really good, as you told earlier. Yes, these images are well selected and well composed. That's my comment on that. But you have to perfectly align them, right? This alignment here, the bottom part, it's not aligned. So the gaps should be nicely done. you don't have to keep the same gap in everywhere, but when you placing, just try to balance perfectly. You can likewise this gap is less than this one is less than this, that's fine, but you have to keep a good balance in that, and yes, align them a little more from here and here, the bottom. Yes, and this one, this spicy thing is there, lot of spices. So it's really nice. And even for this, you can add a little bit of a dark red. Any suggestions on colors? This doesn't work if I'm talking all the time. Green is also fine, but I think with this range, when it comes to color harmonies, a little bit of red accent would be nice. A dark red like this chili. Okay. This is also good, Deepika. But this one is also have that different type of pictures, and they are not much aligned well. And you can improve the color palette as well. And the other thing is, even though you have done so much work, you have to get the decision on what is your best. So that's another skill that we need to practice, everybody. That it's called making design decisions. That you may feel sorry to drop out the work you have done, but it's not the very good thing in designing. That's a skill that you have to practice. It's quite okay that you send me this all these images and mood boards that you have done to get comments, right? That's I really appreciate that, Deepika, because you can get the comments for everything and you can develop them more. That's really good. I mean, in next step that you have to decide how to select best, and you when you know get it right, you know that's the best. As Deepika said, this is the best. This is the best of her work. Yes, we also can see that she has taken some time to pick these images, and she has worked on that. So that's about taking design decisions. Okay, good. And I like even the font color and the title you have used. And for this one, this title is not much disturbing, so that's fine. Even see this one, this title, that alignment, everything is, you have to work a lot in this, right? I think with these images also you can come up with some nice work. Okay, good. ThariHasa,
Yes, madam.
anything you want to say about this? This is activewear, right?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Any idea you want to share with others? No, you want your mood board to speak. Is that so?
Yes.
Yes, yes, good. Then we'll ask from others. What do you think of this? What type of idea she wanted to present? What do you think of this?
I think adventurous and hiking.
Yes, it looks adventurous and it says it's hike. What else? She has done 2 mood boards. Yes. One is this. Adventure begins. The other is this. Any other comments on that? Anything to improve? Any other comments on that?
It's beautiful, madam.
Anything to improve with the comments I have given to the others? Can you tell me anything to improve? Is it Rikasa's, right? I just forget these 2 names, Rikasa and Rashida. So any comments on this, please? What do you think about the composition, the color palette? At least suggest one more color since she has used only 3 colors.
I think she can add brown one.
Yes, yes. Kind of this flower, right? Or even a dark one from this hat and her skin tone. Yes, good. Rikasa, any comments on yourself to improve this when with the comments I gave for the others? What do you think? Anything to improve this?
Madam, are those
Yes.
images suitable?
Yes, I think it's suitable. You think that you want to do, I mean, it's like this, Rikasa. As a mood board, these images are okay. It looks well together with this mood board. But I have one comment on that. It doesn't give the feeling of active wear. Don't you think so? That even though we are going with the mood, we have to keep it in the major focus of our work. It's that you're presenting a mood for an active wear brand. So this one, as a mood board, it's really nice, but it doesn't give the feeling of active wear much, but the hiking and traveling mood. It has more traveling mood. The next mood board you have done is quite goes with active wear. But she is wearing it really has the active wear, even this product shoot, the t-shirt you have selected, and with all the packaging, it gives the active wear mood with hiking and adventurous feeling. I think in terms of your major purpose, this one is much better than this one. Okay, and comments on the colors. And very first thing I saw in this mood board is this watermark in this picture. Don't use pictures with, even though this picture looks good and goes well with the idea, don't use this type of images with watermark, okay? So it's disturbing. You have to drop out that type of images, even though they are very complementing with your idea. I know that this idea goes really well with your the total mood, but you can remove this image. And when you are doing color palettes, four colors is a good number of colors to complete a mood board, unless you are using primary. Okay, I mean, if you are using primary colors, red, bright red, blue and yellow, it's okay to work with 3 colors. But if you are using same tones of the different tones of the same color, tones and shades of the same color, then better to use at least 4 colors. So as somebody said, you can add a little bit of brown into this. Not a very bright, that very raw color, but your selection of colors are good even in this. So you can add some more brown shade into this. And I have comments on the composition. You have to align these. These shapes are not aligned well. This type of thing is okay. I don't like this image here because it's overlapped and bit disturbing. You can put this one into here and compose again, I guess. Or if you want, I think that you like this image so much, so you wanted to put it somewhere, and you couldn't find a place to put this, and you have put it there. That's the feeling that I get from this one, this mood. If I wanted to do that, I will make this one a little smaller and divide this into 2 parts and put it here. Put this one here. So then it may balance. And it's nice that you have put this flower with this background and merge with the background of the total mood board as well. That's interesting, and you can think of other ways to put it as well. This one is the only one disturbing picture here. With the when compared to all other clean look in your mood board, right? You have done it very to give a very clear and clean look, and that's why this image we feel so stacked in there. Okay, a very good work, and you can get some distance of from these two as well. This logo and this one. Put it somewhere. Even you can remove that as well, because it's kind of same idea represent from both images. So this one is really nice and relevant. Yeah, this is also fine, but you can think of adding one and let the other images speaks for the idea. Okay, good work. Anything you want to ask on that? The images, right? Yes, better if you can use more active wear type of. This really gives a mood of hiking and not just active wear. So better to give more hiking and traveling actually, the photographs and all. So you can give more active wear feeling through your mood board. As a mood board, this is nice. Again, the same thing with the. Did you do this with Photoshop? Because
Coral Draw, madam.
Coral Draw. Yes. This is it. Like when you're using softwares relevant to visual composing, it looks more professional. Okay, this is also nice. I like the way that you have selected the colors actually. This one because activewear, it's even when we discussed in the mind maps, the ideas that we got was like the blue luminous colors, that kind of energetic bright ones. But this gives a different mood, isn't that so? What do you think, Rikasa? How did you come up with this dull mood? It just happened? Or did you have any idea on selecting this?
I just put it, madam.
Yes.
No, I guess.
Yes, that's how the designs happen. Can you see that that even the work we have seen in what was Deepika's work, she has come up with that green thing in homemade food. That's how the design ideas come from, like from the from the mind map that you spreaded all the process, all the ideas you have brainstormed them, and then you pick up a path, and then you selected images, collecting images, and with those images that you have come up into this level, how to visually communicate an idea, so that the images you have selected has inspired you, and when you're searching hiking, that you get these type of images as well, with this mood, that bit soft and very soothing, right? So that is also another type of idea. So that green thing is also really interesting, right? We'll see that what kind of ideas that you have come up with that mind map. Can you remember that first mind map was kind of a mess, and you can't even this group struggled a lot with the mind map. Couldn't actually executed one idea, a clear idea for activewear, but that design development process has ended up in a very nice place like this. So that's how it happens. Okay, good. The frames and everything is good, Rikasa, and even this one. Anybody would suggest another color for this? And again, this image, right? You have to change this. Any color suggestion for this one?
A greenery tone.
The green. Okay. What else? What type of green?
Olive green.
Yeah. Oh, kind of from this one, right? So this a tone from this stem of the flower. What? Any other suggestion than green? Oh, Deepika suggests brown. Yes, a soft brown you can use, and she already has a skin tone brown. You can select another brown from this kind of shoe or this bag. Yes, Hiruni suggests gray. Yes, from this pant. Yeah, even this whole thing looks gray, right? She has Rikasa. You have this gray idea from the background, but add this into your color palette as well. And color palette, you can, if you are adding one more color, you can align them in a better way, right? And I think from your two mood boards, this one is much better. You can add one more color and align them in a proper way, and this space that breathing space you have in your mood board is nice. So keep it. Don't stuff it with more images. The selection is selection of images, and the space you have is really good. And one more comment I have, that you have selected this pasting thing is also good, since because it's like it relates with traveling and hiking, and you're collecting pieces from everywhere. So this scrap mood and the wildflower thing, that also goes well. So my concern is with this pin, better use one thing, right? I think this one is much better than this pin. Okay. Diniti, are you there?
Yes, madam.
What is the software you used?
I use PowerPoint, madam.
PowerPoint. Okay. Okay. Any comments?
I think it can be aligned well.
Yes, the 3 images, right? Yeah. Okay. The images you have selected is fine, Diniti. That turtle and the beach and this idea is fine. It looks more about the that biological heritage we have, so that's fine. My first concern is this doesn't look much clear because of the blurred effect you have used in fonts and this edges of the pictures. All right. Yes, Tiniti. Any comments that you have? And I really like the idea of the wordings that you have used. Memories are made in flip-flops. That idea is really nice, but that these 2 images doesn't represent it much. You can get more images on travel, since it says that memories are made in flip-flops. That beach traveling kind of thing is the idea. So you had a lot of good images in your group. You can get more ideas, more images on that gives the travel mood. Okay, and the color palette as well. It's not you have not highlighted it, right? Diniti මේ කැලල දෝව color palette එක විදියට Diniti
Yes, madam.
මේ කැලලද color palette එක විදියට ඔයා ගත්තේ?
Oh, madam.
Okay. ඒකනේ තව මං හිතන්නේ දැන් අර අනිත් අයගේව බලපුවම clear වෙන්න නැති නේද? You can put it in a more clear way, right? And do you have any comments on your mood board with the comments I have given to others? What would you change if you are going to change? What would you remove from this? Think that if you are going to use the same images, then what else you would?
I'll add another image, madam.
Okay, yes, yes. Other than that,
I think pictures should have frames or something like that.
okay, but I think for your idea, it's better to work without frames. Okay, if you can compose can you remember that Deepika's this one it looks really simple, and because the images are strong enough, it says a lot with the images. Even in your work, even this group that Miris work, and you have selected 3 images, that these images speaks a lot for your on behalf of your work. So it's a better use without frames, and you can compose this nicely. Then your mood board will speak for itself visually. And the other thing is, Dinite, that you have given more priority to the text than the visuals. Don't you think so? The others? The space used for this when we'll compare with this and this image, that and this one, it's bit large. Image you have selected is smaller than the text you have put. So use less text, and if you really want to use this idea in somewhere, just put it somewhere very small, and let the images speak for your work. And don't use this much of effects in your mood boards, right? Since you need to visually represent this idea, better not to use this wording, right? The other thing is a very critical comment I have there, Diniti. ඒ කියන්නේ මට දැන් මේ mood board එකේ මේ අකුරු ටික දැක්කහම ශ්‍රී ලංකා and the flag, මට ඒකට හිතෙන්නේ that you are not sure whether this images will speak for itself. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ images ටික දැක්කහම අපිට ශ්‍රී ලංකා කියන එක හිතෙන්නේ නැති වෙයිද කියලා හිතුනොත් තමයි අපිට ඒක flag එකකින් හරි වචනකින් හරි කියන්න වෙන්නේ. හරිද? visuals වල තියෙනවා ඒක ශ්‍රී ලංකන් කියලා දැනෙන, දැන් මේ turtles එහෙම දැක්කහම ශ්‍රී ලංකන් කියන එක දැනෙනවා. එතකොට මේ ඔයාට හිතෙනවා නම් මේක ශ්‍රී ලංකන් කියන එක දැනෙනවා මදි කියලා images තව හොයන්න ශ්‍රී ලංකන් කියන එක දැනෙන විදිහට. ඔයාට ඒ idea එක නම් දෙන්න ඕනේ. Are you clear?
Yes,
What do you
ma'am.
think? Yes, you can do better. I really like the idea of this one. It's better if you communicate this memories are made in flip-flops, that idea in images, and do a good color palette, okay? Without using this type of effects, do a good color palette, and I think you can done well in Word and even in PowerPoint. That's fine.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay. Who's this? Who is Karunaratna? Is it Kishani?
Sandali.
Sandali. Okay, Sandali. Others, do you have any comments on this? Somebody please comment.
Madam,
I
more
think
than
the text.
Yes, yes, both couldn't hear. Yes, Shaba, can you speak first?
I think the text is little bit disturbing.
Okay, you mean
The
the
placing.
font placing. Okay,
Yeah.
you can't read it much clear because it overlaps with the other images, right?
Yes, yes.
So, what was your comment, Dilshani? Is it beautiful?
Yeah, it's beautiful, madam. The same thing Shaba told.
Okay, okay. Any other comments on the images? Rikasa, do you have any comment?
Better than my one, madam.
Oh, really? Why? What's the reason? What's the reason you are telling?
Images are good.
Yes.
That related to activewear.
Yeah. That's there. All the images she has selected is very relevant to activewear mood. That's really good. Any other comment on the images? How they are composed?
She has added some more palette. No need of that, I think.
Are these the background
Yeah.
colors? Yes. Yes. That's another comment. Good. Yes. Anything else? Who's this? Sandali. Anything else you want to add, Sandali, when with the comments I gave for the others? Anything that you have to comment on your own work? What do you think about the others' comments? And anything else? You have to criticize your own work and others' work as well. That design process is also that's another part that I want you to teach in designing this process. It's always that it's always important to work collaboratively, and that's how design works in the industry. That a single designer working on one thing is not going on practice in the industry. That collaborative work is the practice that we are doing. Yes, click part. Deepika says that click part is not needed. Yeah, we can say that. Yeah. I was talking about collaborative work. That is the practice in industry. That it is a saying that creative minds are always better than one. So more than one creative minds, it will work better always. So this is a part of the design process that you have to learn. The other thing is criticism. That design in design, criticizing yourself and your friends' work is a skill that you have to develop. We call it have to be always constructive criticism, okay, not destructive criticism. That you are criticizing in order to make it better, not to discourage somebody, but to encourage to do a better design. So that's how it happens, the design process. Okay. So this sharing others' work, looking at others' work is important. You, even though you don't enjoy that, you have to learn to enjoy others' work. Okay. Okay. Any more comments on this? Yes, we have got a lot of comments on that. The clip art pictures are not relevant, and these parts are not needed. So I think that she has not put this as color palette. She has just to fill the gaps and balance. That's why she has put them. I think so. Is that so? Who is this? Sandali. Sandali. Okay. What do you think of the number of images she has put?
Too much, I think.
Yes, it's too much. Even with this, she has selected good images and have emphasized them. That's good. I think you can go with this one. And if the other thing is, if you are using pictures of people with faces, it's good to use only one.
Yes, madam.
Yes, it's good to use only one. Okay. It's good to use only one in one mood board. Okay, so you can go with this image and these two are quite alike. Shoes. You can select one from these and something like this. Just go with that. Not too much people. And this represents all your idea, the color palette. Even you can go with this image only. The color palette is there, and the hiking mood is there, active wear is there, the nature, everything is there with this image. You can play with only with this image. And this, I don't like this circle disturbing my attention on this image. So I prefer if I could look more in this image and it takes focus. And other thing is this is flatten මේ flat වෙලා image එක ඇදිලා එහෙම එකක් පේනවා මේකත් පොඩ්ඩක් එහෙම වෙලාද මන්ද you can go with this type of a mood. And the very interesting thing in this color this mood board is your color selection and idea selection. That's really nice there. With hiking, this orange and bright thing that doesn't come into our mind normally. So I really like that this warm feeling that you have taken in this idea. That's really interesting. And keep forward working forward with that mood. And yes, reduce images and work with few, and you can do a much better work with this idea. Okay, good. Okay, Shaba has requested to check her one. We'll see. What is it, Shaba? Give me a minute. I have to download the work. Okay, until it's. Any comments on this? Is Pragati there?
Yes, madam.
Okay, Pragati. Any comments? We would like to listen to your self-reflection first. What do you think of this? Anything you want to change now with the comments given to the others? Anything you want to change? Any what do you think? මොකද හිතෙන් මොනවද වෙනස් කරන්න ඕනේද? වැරදි පේනවද දැන්? Deepika said that you have used 2 color palettes. Yes. Which one is your color palette? Pragati, can you hear us? Are you there? Is she there?
Madam, that background of that text?
Yes.
that black background, I think it's not appropriate.
Yes. Okay. We'll see what Pragati has to say. Is she there? Ah, yes, she's there. Can you speak, Pragati? Pragati, ahenada?
I think she has a connection problem, madam.
Ah, okay, okay. Then fine. Who's this one? Gihanzo?
Yeah, madam.
Okay. Was it Gihan talking?
Yes, madam.
Okay, it's so hard to hear your voice, right? Okay, any comments? Sorry. Nice composition.
It's beautiful, madam.
Okay. Okay. We need constructive criticism. Then be beautiful.
The color combination is good.
Yes, yes. Very nice
And the
color. Yeah.
images used are also predictable.
Yes. It gives the idea of beach and it's yes, you have selected the beach and the travel movies there. It speaks as a whole, Gihan. Any specific ideas in terms of composition and the balance and everything is in terms of design, it's good. You have aligned the images well. That's perfect. But any idea, specific idea that you wanted to present here? It's like a overall mood of Melissa as I see. Is there anything that other than that you wanted to present, like travel or any specific idea? Yes or no? Yeah.
No, madam.
No. Okay. It's like MCQ to Gihan that I have to give one word question, then he will answer. Okay, it's good, Gihan, with this, since you have a good skill in composition and all, it's good if you can work on one specific idea. Just try out like this one is really good. Okay, do you get what I'm saying? Like the previous one we saw with that adventure hiking group. Could you see that there were so many different colors in the same idea? One was kind of green, the other one was blue and ash and very soft thing. The other one was with bright yellows and all. You can come try out something with a different mood into this, like this funky blue and orange with flowers that uh, that relax and bright, cheerful mood, and even very blue, gloomy spot. This type of mood is also can be created. Since I don't have much comments on your composition and color selection and all, they are perfect. And as a picture, this is really good. But if you select only this part of the mood board, it gives a different mood. If you select this area, it gives a different mood, right? If you get from here to here. Can I? Is there a way to mark here? It's if you get this part only. What to do with this one as well. What can I say? Hmm. Okay. I just crop this. I cropped your mood board, Gihan. Can you see the now? This part gives a different mood, right? This flip flopping, this flip flop slippers, and this match with each other with a little bit of orange. And I really like the colors you have used for these fonts. That orangish brown and that this kind of a sea green. So this part gives a different mood. And this one looks more blue, more deep, like it type of bit masculine, that men's adventure, that kind of a mood, like you feel a deep bond with the sea. This one is you're just enjoying on the beach kind of mood. Yan is there, right? Yeah. Yes, and this I just rotated it with this funky surfboard, and this area, it gives a more cheerful idea, very bright and cheerful. So can you see from this you have done an overall idea of the Middis beach, and you can separate more and get more focus. I really like this one. More focus kind of an idea. So overall, that's that your work was perfect, and you can go for those. You can do more. So this is the next step of your work, right? Are we clear on that?
Yes,
Jihan
madam.
තේරුණාද? Jihan තේරුණාද?
Yes, yes, madam.
Okay, okay, finally. Yes. Was it Vidurangas? Vidurang innada? Okay. Anything to comment on this? Anybody?
It is beautiful, madam.
Yes, beautiful. Anything captured your interest in this specifically? ඇයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේකට කැමති? ඇයි beautiful කියන්නේ?
Almost all the things in Mirissa Beach is there.
Yeah. Team Mirissa is there. So if you suggest any word, any keyword specifically in Mirissa, what would you suggest in this? I feel like this is more activities. Mirissa තියෙන activity ගැන representation එකක් මේ mood board එකේ තියෙනවා කියලා. එහෙම නේද? Yes. And overall composition is nice. Viduranga, good work. ඔයා මොකින්ද මේක කරේ? Photoshop ද? Yes. Nice, and I really like this. මේක මේ මෙහෙම logo එකක් මේ idea එකක් එක්ක එන එක ලස්සනයි. මේ ඒකේ එයාගේ මේ මෙන්න මේ කැලේ ටිකත් එක match වෙනවා. Even this one මම කැමති මේක මෙහෙම crop කරාම එන idea එකට විතරක් වුණා. It's beautiful. අර ගියාන්ගේ වගේම මේ I feel like මේ තුන relevant නැහැ කියලා හිතෙනවා. මේ part එක විතරක් would be more beautiful. And තව compose කරන්න තව පොඩක් මේ ටික එහාට මෙහාට දාලා බලන්න. align කරගන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා. මේක මේ වගේ පහළ තැනකින් ආවත් මේ texture එකත් එක්ක එහෙමත් ලස්සනයි කියලා හිතුණා. And විදුරංග පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන මේ අනිත් එක තමයි background එකට ඔයගොල්ලෝ මොන හරි මේ දානවා නම් ඒක relevant වෙන්න ඕනේ මේකත් එක්ක. මේ පාවිච්චි කරන මේ image එකත් එක්ක අපි mood එකත් එක්ක ඒ ටික මේ align වෙන්න ඕනේ. මේකදී any comment on that? background එකට texture එකක් දාලා තියෙන එක ගැන මේ comment එකක් තියනවාද? මේක align වෙනවද මේකත් එක්ක නැද්ද?
It's aligned.
Yes, it looks like sand, right? A sand texture. So if you see this in somewhere else, you can't recognize it like sand texture or something. But when it comes to here, it feels like sand or this foam of the beach. එහෙම මේ පෙන හරි sand හරි එහෙම feeling එකක් එනවා ඒකේ. So that's really nice. මම මේ මෙතන cross එක නැතුව වෙන විදිහකට මේ images ටික align වුණා නම් හොඳයි කියලා හිතනවා විදුරංග. මේ එක බලන්න අනිත් එක මේ and I think these circles are not relevant. What it captures my interest is I really like this color palette. From here to here, it creates a complete color palette, very interesting color palette. Because විදුරංග දැන් මේකේ තියෙන මේ red එක select කරලා තියෙනවනේ. dark color එකත් එතකොට මේකෙන් complement වෙනවා මේ තියෙන colors ටික මොනවද කියන එක. මේ ඒවා මේකෙන්ම ගත්ත colors කියලා අපිට දැනෙනවා. So ඒක තමයි දැන් අපි වෙනමම beach එක ගැන හිතද්දී අපිට මේ වගේ color එකක් ඔළුවට එන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි දැන් මේ total mood එකේ මේ colors ටික තියෙනවා. මේ එහින්ද ඒක ලස්සනයි. And විදුරංග මේ බෝඩර් එකත් පොඩ්ඩක් අයින් කරලා බලන්න ඒක මොන වගේ දැනෙයිද කියලා. මේ වටේ තියෙන බෝඩර් එක චුට්ටක් මේ thickness එක චුට්ටක් වැඩි වගේ. ඒක මේ වෙනස් කරලා බලන්න ඊට වඩා හොඳ composition එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. Image selection is good. Colors are nice and the idea is very nice. I even prefer this part as a mood board with this color palette. Okay. Make a kagida. Sachin. Yes, anybody? Is your mic is not working, Sachin? I have never heard your voice. Okay. Others, do you? Sorry. Comments, please.
The color palette is missing, madam.
Yes. Yes, he has not put a color palette, but colors are visible in the picture. So, anything else? Is it Miris?
Some photos not
Uh,
clear, madam.
I didn't hear the first part, Deepika. What did you say?
Some photos not clear, madam.
Yes, the photos. She said that photos are not clear. I think it's because of the background you have used, Sachin. You can use a better background, but even though it's dark and black, it's not have to be white and pale always. It's okay to use a dark and black background. But if so, you can do place the images without overlapping. මේවා overlap වුණාම දැන් මේ දෙකෙම overlap වුණාම you can't see the images properly. So don't overlap them. Just try to put them separately. But create one mood. I thought this is active. I am not much aware with this Miris jungle thing, but jungle playground is a nice idea. Playground. And the mood is not much clear because I think some of the images doesn't give much mood like this one. This one doesn't since she's in the back. We can see the it's not facing forward. She's facing backward. So it's there's no emotion likewise. But here this one feels more adventurous, and even this one have more emotions. Like it feels that in the picture that play and adventurous feeling, and even this one is good. So these three images, all three images doesn't look much gives a mood. So you can play with these three and this one is also fine. And what is the software you use? Searching the Photoshop. Okay, then you can play much more in Photoshop. Think of giving more like, since this is playground kind of thing, can you remember what ThariHasa has used, that wildflowers and all? You can also, instead of this leaves, you can use some wild leaves or something, a texture to the background, since you can work on Photoshop. Try to merge with the background and be more specific on the mood, right? So are you clear on that? Anything? Yes, yes. Okay. This one has sent me addition. Ishara in other?
No, madam.
Okay. Rikasa. Rashida.
Yes, madam.
It's yours, right? Yeah. It's indoor planting.
Yes, madam.
Questions? Any comments on this? Anybody has any comments on this? Indoor planting group specifically? Do you have any comments on this one?
It's good, madam.
Yes.
Really nice.
Yes, really nice. Anything you want to add? Anything specific you see in this? Anything specific when compared to the others?
There's a single image.
Yes, she has selected only one image.
That image represents the all.
Yes, yes. That indoor planting thing it's perfect, right? The materials, the context, everything representing that one image. A really good mood board that it creates a mood, right? And I really like the color palette and the way she has put it. Interesting, and I'm interested that you have selected the color of this terracotta pot as well. It's nice. My only concern is with this word, freshness. It's there and it doesn't compose well when compared to these all. I think you can think of better placements for these two words and use a single font unless you are very specific on two different ideas. If it is kind of same idea, just use one font. And I think freshness is not needed to telling words in this mood board and picture. Again, this selected picture and overall mood board, the freshness is there. For me, it's there. So it's really nice work. And you can either remove it and or you can place it somewhere here or something. Actually, I don't want this whole mood to be disturbed by words. It's for the audience to read the visuals. Very nice. And even this nature word, think of somewhere here, align with this picture or think of a better composition for this word as well. Okay. Interesting. Let's see this. First time this one. Is it again Rashida?
Yes, madam.
Yes. What do you think of these two, Rashida? What is the software you used?
Photoshop, madam.
Photoshop. Okay. Okay. I think even this this type of a thing can be collaborated with this image, like the style you have used, like hand drawn shapes. That can you could you see that everyone these shapes are not perfect geometric shapes. It's kind of bit hand drawn. So you can go for that type of a style with this. I think you can do another one with these two. This image also very nice. And can you see, Rashida, there is a very natural feeling with this font and with this overall mood that mood gives with this image is complemented with this font you have used. So it feels natural inside your mood board. Is it natural or neutral? Nature. Okay. But in this font looks a bit rigid with these points parts. This one looks a bit rigid and it doesn't feel homely. For me, it feels like that highly decorated, no, well planned in an office or something. Why did you use this clock here? Any specific idea you wanted to? Rashida? Any specific idea you wanted to communicate?
No, madam.
You just use. Okay. Far better than that one is far better than this. Okay. But this overall color mood is also good. Not the color palette. This color is bit bright, too bright when compared to your color palette. You can go for something very. It's easy in Photoshop to pick the colors in the photo itself, right? Yes. Which one you did first? This or the other?
Madam.
Didn't hear you.
First one, madam.
First one. It was done first? Okay, sometimes it happens. Pragati, we couldn't discuss on your thing, right? We'll do now. You have lectures in the evening, right? So we have to finish this off now. Yes, we were talking about this black part, Pragati, that we got comments that it's not much relevant. And the other thing is it has two color palettes. I think you better stick to this one. This is much better. And when putting color palette and this color is bit artificial. You can pick a better color. What is the software you used? Pragati. Pragati. Again. Maybe she can't hear again. Okay. Okay, I will tell the comment. Somebody please tell her, right?
Yes.
Pragati is there. Yeah. What is the software you used? Okay. Anyway, maybe it's not Photoshop, that's why she couldn't pick the right colors. So pick the colors from the this thing itself, images, and your image selection is good, but it has different ideas. Like these two are a bit more green, and it doesn't feel the they are indoor, right? I think these three, even this one, only these three images gives a mood. With these three, if this was a dark green, these three can be a one mood board. Okay. Okay, if you can work this on, we work on this more, and there are ideas for different mood boards in this. These pictures say different stuff, so you can work on that. Good. Okay, if you have any questions, send me a message on WhatsApp. Let's do the rest on Friday. Okay.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.